Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. Your host tonight is an Eagles fanatic.
I already know I like it because it's on a Philadelphia Eagle.
He talks about the Eagles even when they aren't being pulled.
Can't say enough good things. The only negative thing I can say is he's not a Philadelphia Eagle because we had a horrible draft. I'll always hype up an Eagle. Don't you worry, Fonz.
Make sure to ask to see a sweet thigh tattoo. Your host tonight, Colin, a.k.a. Thor Rudisill.
And here at the UA studio in Burr Ridge, Illinois, this is Ultimate Autographs. How's everybody doing today? Colin Rudisill alongside Alex Tellez, ready to go on a NASCAR Tuesday with a lot of great stuff still here in the break room, including a brand new college series. 30 boxes, 15 headliners. Probably the most insane Blake Corum helmet we've ever seen and maybe ever will see on that sick Michigan Rip Speed Flex. Other ones that are in there, though, like a sick Saquon Barkley Flex. There's a cool Jordan Love Speed Flex and a Barry Sanders Speed Flex, on top of other big names like Joe Montana, Ladd McConkey, Tim Brown, Steve Smith. Definitely go check that out, guys. Really, really sick college series just dropped in the room. Quad box breakup, double box breakup, single box breakup for that. All full-size helmets. Other than that, great spot right now in the practice squad, right? We've got 9 boxes left, 5 headliners. 2 of them are speed flexes. Ooh. Frank Gore and Eddie George speed flexes here in the last 9 boxes. I particularly like that Eddie George flex. But let's see, that double box break is less than $100, which is pretty ridiculous. There's still an authentic Joe Green in there as well, an Isaac Bruce slab card, and a Fred Taylor. So double up opportunities are still alive as far as headliners. 5 and 9 chance there in the practice squad. Other than that, diamond helmets down to the last 7 boxes. We got a Josh Allen speed flex still alive, plus a Saquon Barkley authentic. Playmaker vault, still looking for a ton of big names like Barry Sanders and Peyton Manning, Randy Moss, Max Crosby, Jerry Rice. $300 vault key still alive too. 21 boxes, 12 headliners, 3 vault keys. So loaded up in the vault. Minis are in a good spot as well. If I can find them, there they are. Jamar Chase and Jay Jettas. Nice. Probably 1 and 2, the 2 best receivers in the game. Deion Sanders, Josh Jacobs, Tyreek Hill. Eddie George still in the slabs. There's only 2 left, so 50% chance at Eddie George. And we're looking for a healthy amount of headliners, too, in the jerseys. I think that pretty much covers everything.
You did good.
Thank you. I'm ready to go. How about yourself, Mr. Tellez?
Ready to go. Let's get some breaks done. I mean, they didn't touch the college in the 9 a.m. show. They dropped it after the 6 p.m. show last night.
Wow, they didn't do a single one?
Didn't do a single one. Surprising. Maybe these guys are just waking up now, having their little lunch break, and, ready to attack the breaks.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
And how about that game last night?
Yeah, the championship game. I'm like, what game?
I think I would have got second in our bracket if Houston won.
I was looking at it and I was like, dang, you needed Duke.
Yeah,
if Duke would have won.
Really
you would have been.
Duke
yeah,
really screwed me. I would have won if Duke would have won.
Yeah, I would have been right there if Auburn would have won. But then I snuck in with my Florida bracket into third. So
was tough. I at least just wish he got a shot off. Mm-hmm. That was like the worst.
It was a really competitive game though.
Yeah.
Really fun to watch. Really, all the Final Four was a lot of fun to watch. I think it lived up to the hype.
I mean, all those 4 teams were top 10 all time in Ken Pom since it's become a thing. So lived up to the hype. Great game. It was fun until the very last possession. Didn't have fun.
And now college basketball's over, and I'm a little sad, but that's okay.
Yeah, now I get to live with the White Sox every day.
Yeah, right. That's all we have
It's
going
real
now.
fun.
Is the Chicago White Sox.
I guess
What are we
NBA
gonna
and hockey playoffs. That'll be fun.
do? Who?
NBA and hockey playoffs.
Oh yeah, I was like hockey playoffs. The Blackhawks aren't going to be there.
No, but just still the playoffs. And
Yeah,
then,
that's true.
We'll get the NFL draft. That's always fun.
I think I've got this right this time. Actually, I think it's next week. Next week, or is it this week? The Masters. I think
This
it's next
Thursday.
This Thursday. All right, we've got it. We've got it down.
Nicolette is very excited.
I'm very excited
I've been
too.
waiting for the Masters.
Yeah,
I'm in a pool for it and everything.
We did.
Oh, wow.
We did a thing last year, didn't we?
for the Masters.
Yeah, I won.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did. You're
We
right,
did.
and you did win. I remember.
I Max Homa.
Max Homa, baby.
Yeah.
I hope he does well again. I love Max Homa.
Yeah, fun, cool guy.
All right, enough about all that. Here's the live breaks page, guys. Just put it in there if you guys are interested. But we do need to get the show set up first and foremost with our dice roll. Needs to be at least a 6 or higher. Gonna determine the amount of times we randomize everybody's names to their divisions. Boy, oh boy, how about an 11?
No.
That's a 6 or higher, Alex, if I've ever seen one. We've also got our Chase wheel spin. Every series we have here at Ultimate Autographs, what we're going to do is give it a spin. Whatever it lands on will be the chase for the day. If we do any breaks in that series, you're automatically entered to a top spot draw to win up to $100. You don't even have to win the break. All you have to do is play in it. And how about the best series in the room, pound for pound? The Diamond Helmets with a Josh Allen Speed Flex still alive in the last 7 boxes, plus a Saquon Barkley Authentic. Arguably the 2 best offensive players of the year last year, Josh Allen and Saquon Barkley. Lamar Jackson probably up there as well. Brothers Keeper says, hey, first time here. Bought 2 spots today. Awesome, man. Let me know your name. Let me know what breaks you're in, and let me know your favorite team. But welcome to Ultimate Autographs. Happy to have you. Happy to have you.
I'm seeing there's like leaked footage of an Iowa practice with the men's versus the women's.
Oh.
And Caitlin Clark dropped 22 in 2 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
22 in 2 minutes?
Apparently, yeah.
Dude, she's crazy. They're all, I mean, shout out to UConn, by the way, and Paige Beckers. That was a fun game, too. Paige Beckers is a dog,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
But that class was Cameron Brink, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and what's her name? Carduso, or I forgot her name. The other one that got drafted
from
by
South Carolina.
Yeah. Just like absolute 5-star dogs all in that draft, and now they're all going to be in the pros, which is pretty ridiculous. Dustin Johnson. All right, Dustin Johnson.
Are you ready for the Masters?
I was about to say, speaking of the Masters, DJ going to be there. But welcome in, man. Good luck, whatever you're in. Let's go ahead and run this down. First top to bottom rundown, guys. Already did drop in that live breaks page. If you want to get into these live breaks, that's where you got to go. In my opinion, guys, I know college football, we still got a little bit of ways to go. What happened here?
No, yeah, I
240-423.
got you. I think he's in the vault.
The vault?
Yeah, and then he is also in the practice squad double.
Well, those are 2 good breaks to be in.
Yeah.
2 good breaks to be in.
He's like
Give me-
already a veteran, though, dropping his order number.
Yeah, right? All right, there we go. So here we go. The Fight Song, a full-size college helmet series. Pretty fitting, with plenty of big ones. I'm actually a greenskeeper. How about that?
Oh.
That's
a
very good.
beautiful
So you
thing.
probably are excited for the
Yeah.
Masters, I would imagine. It'd be funny if he's a greenskeeper that doesn't like golf. Think any of those exist?
Maybe.
It's just
I play golf.
greenskeeping is my
He
profession.
plays golf
but-
often.
yeah, I played golf over the weekend with my my girlfriend's dad in Florida, and I'm very embarrassed to say what I shot on 9 holes. Would you like to hear it though?
Sure.
I'm being very vulnerable with you right now. 9 holes, I shot a 64, and I like telling that to Alex because he has no idea if that's good or bad.
No, I know you want to shoot under 100.
Yeah, well, that's an 18. If I shoot under 118,
no, I know,
that's
yeah,
great.
Yeah.
So
So I know I'm timesing that by 2, and it's
124. Yeah,
Yeah.
really not good.
you just say, yeah, I went golfing and I shot a 64. People are like, oh yeah, nice. You don't have to mention the 9 holes.
Yeah, I don't have to mention the 9-hole part. In 18, it was a 64. I was 8 under par. It was amazing. I suck. You can't. Is it worse than 64 in 9 holes? Because you might have me beat. Anyway, let's talk about the college. 46 yesterday. You do not suck, sir. That's pretty good in my book. 46 on 9 is very good. If I'm in the 90s, that's a good day of golf for me. That's crazy. We have Dustin
We
Johnson
do.
and Tony Gonzalez in the break room. Bro, Bradley, we get all the stars in the building, baby. And hopefully they're all here for this college series. Again, everything on the screen, I believe, is Authentics and Speed Flexes, and everything on the screen is available. Barry Sanders Heisman Speed Flex. That thing is sick with the visor. Love when we get into the Heismans. Very, very cool there for Oklahoma State. And we've got Jordan Love, Utah State, ripped up here with the Green Bay Salute to Service blue visor. The other Speed Flexes, Josh Allen, Wyoming Speed Flex still out there. Love that Penn State Philadelphia Eagle rip. They're really quick to get on that one, huh? Speed Flex for Saquon Barkley. And then Blake Corum, like we've never seen Blake Corum before. Michigan running back. Got the hand paint down here too with the Rams on the opposite side. Very, very sweet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Speed Flexes in this college series, guys. On very unique helmets. George Kittle, authentic. Myles Garrett, Texas A&M. We've got Steve Smith on a Utah helmet. This thing is crazy looking, by the way. Joe Montana, Notre Dame, on the most classic college lid in the game, in my opinion. Nick Bosa, Lad McConkey, Georgia Bulldog authentic, and another Heisman authentic here for Tim Brown, one of only a few guys to ever win a Heisman at the wide receiver position. You know, a college series is good when we have videos. Look at this.
3 of them.
Michigan ripped. Yeah,
I mean, if
3
you're
videos.
a Michigan fan, this is one of the better helmets you can get in the break room.
Yeah, and Blake Corum's one of those guys that I think a lot of people thought he was going to make a big splash last year, and I think they assumed that because of Kyron Williams' track record of getting hurt, and Blake was going to get an opportunity.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought.
Yeah, Kyron didn't get hurt, and he played fantastic. I think Blake is the backup on that team, but when he gets the opportunity, this dude was no slouch at Michigan.
I mean, we see a lot of back teams out there. That could be them next year.
Yeah, he was a rookie last year. I think he'll get more opportunities this year. And regardless, like you said, he was a stud at Michigan. So definitely worth the price there. Here's a guy that was a stud at college, and he was a stud in the pros. Saquon Barkley, just getting his first Super Bowl championship. He was just on, do you know what Hot Ones is?
Yeah.
He was just on Hot Ones.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, it was
You think you can do
hilarious.
it?
What?
You think you can do it? Hot ones?
Could I do Hot Ones?
Yeah.
I could do it. I don't know if I'm going to. I'm not going to be like, who was it? Not Jenna Ortega. The other girl that's like that.
Sydney Sweeney?
Aubrey
God.
Plaza.
Audrey Plaza.
Audrey Plaza. Yeah, she like was stone-faced the whole time. Maybe it was Jenna Ortega. One of them was just like, they didn't even react.
Didn't react.
I'd react. I'd be like Shaq, where I'm like, I got this. This is no big deal. And you take one bite and you're like, oh no. Oh
Or
no.
Idris Elba, where he's like crying. This is hot. You ever seen that?
Yeah. I watched that one. It was good. Saquon's, though, one of the funny stories he's told was about power cleaning in college at Penn State his freshman year. And he was basically in a mini competition with Mike Gesicki to see who could do it. And every single time one of them would like one up the other one, you know, it'd be like, hey, in your face, like, see what you can do now. And when he finally won and Mike couldn't do it, he just like went berserk on him. Like just was talking all that trash. But dude is powerful, one of the best running backs in the NFL, hands down. And here's that man, Jay Love. Look at that heart on the back of this thing.
Look at that. I know Jeff August doesn't play the
Sheesh.
college. You might have to now.
Yeah, no kidding. This thing
Look at
is
that.
sick. I love that. Jay Love with the heart. I've never seen that before. That's sick.
Retired.
Jay said he's retired.
That's what they all say. That's they
What?
all
Killer
say.
Live. Very glad I found this. Me too, bro. Me too. Now calling is the miniature golf or the other golf. It's the other golf. I'm also not very good at mini golf, if I'm being completely honest with you. I'm just not very good at anything, I guess, when it comes to golf, but I like to play.
Jeff, you can't go on a hot streak like you've been on and then just retire. That's not how it works.
You can't go out on top. No, I'm just playing.
He's been on an absolute heater.
Right? You got to keep that up, man. Yeah, all flexes and authentics. Ricky Williams, Warren Sapp, Marcus Allen. Again, for those that don't know how this college series works, instead of like an 8-spot divisional break, it's an 8-spot college team break, I guess. So like if you get the first spot, you're going to have Wyoming and LSU. Obviously, you're looking for Josh Allen on that spot. Second spot would be Penn State and Miami. So Warren Sapp and Saquon Barkley. So that's pretty much how it works on that one. So quad, double, and single all up. Quad as low as 372 to win a couple of full-size helmets is pretty awesome.
Good afternoon, Torpedo Bob.
Torpedo Bob.
Torpedo Bats. Torpedo Bob. What I'm going to roll with.
All right. Yeah, sure.
Oh, that's a take.
Golf is for people that suck at fishing. What if I suck at both?
Yeah.
But I like to do both.
You play pickleball.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I
we
haven't
gotta
done
play.
pickleball yet.
We gotta
Oh
try
yeah,
to
that's
play.
right. Yeah, we're making a team. We're
Yeah,
gonna be
UA pickleball.
Nicolette. You have to document Alex and I's rise to pickleball stardom.
Oh yeah.
Representing Ultimate Autographs on the pickleball court. Yeah, document a series.
See, Bradley Williams has got the mindset here.
Money is temporary, but helmets are forever.
They're
I'm not a financial advisor.
They're investments.
Oh man. Yeah, but speaking of investments, man, I mean, if you're making a pretty simple investment here, $98 into a double box break here in the practice squad. We've also got a single box break for only $49. Here's the take here. We've got 9 boxes, single digits in the practice squad, guys. This is a true football mixer. So we've got, authentic helmets, reps helmets, speed flexes, minis, jerseys, whatever else. But 9 boxes left. There are still 2 speed flexes out there of 2 of the best running backs of all time. Literally third all time in rushing yards. Frank Gore on a speed flex, black visor, still alive in this series. You can win it for $49. That's pretty ridiculous. I think this is his first year he's eligible for the Hall of Fame. Do you think he gets in? First ballot?
Who?
Frank Gore?
Frank Gore? I don't see why he wouldn't.
He's going to get in.
He was never
has
really
to.
like a top 3 back, I feel like. But he was always just consistently good, and he's ranked so high all time for rushing yards and all that kind of stuff. It's like, how does he not get in? Like, longevity has to mean something.
Yeah, I mean, he's third all time in rushing yards. You cannot leave the third all time leading rusher out of the Hall of Fame, right? I mean, there's way less deserving on that spectrum that are in.
Yeah.
I just don't know if he's going to get in first ballot. That's going to be the interesting part.
Who's your team, DJ, and how'd you hear about us?
Yeah, good point. He said my 46 was a scramble. That's a little worse. I'm not going to lie, but if you have 4 of me playing in a scramble, that's still not too bad, if I'm being completely honest. If you're ask all other athletes what game they want to take up and be good, it is golf. Yeah, I mean, you see these like the celebrity tournaments that are in there, right? Like Steph Curry playing, Josh Allen playing, Aaron Rodgers. They all love to play golf. Golf is a great game, man. It's a lot of fun.
If you're looking for specifically custom flexes, John, the college. Nothing's been touched, so all those customs are still out there and available.
Yep, definitely that, John. Definitely that. 100% recommend that college. Frank Gore is the Don Sutton of the NFL. Is Don Sutton in the Hall of Fame?
He's a former pitcher, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. I think that's right.
I want to say Dodgers.
Let's go. Looking for some B-Day magic in the vault double. Let's go, Jake Colvin. Good luck, my guy. We'll get to the vault here in a second on what's left. Focus back in here on the 2-minute warning practice squad. We got Eddie George still out there. Speed flex. Look at that visor, bro. Like a baby blue visor. That thing is sick on Eddie George. 2 of the top running backs of all time, both on some speed flexes. Last 9 boxes, those are both still out there in the practice squad. If that's not enough, we still got another authentic helmet. It's a camo authentic helmet even on Joe Green. Hall of Fame inscription right there for one of the best, part of one of the best defenses of all time on Mean Joe. On top of that, you still have a double-up opportunity with that Frank Gore speed flex. We got Isaac Bruce, Becca 10 Auto here for the Greatest Show on Turf member, Isaac Bruce. And then, if that's even not enough, there's a Fred Taylor still out here that could still be doubled up, technically speaking, with the Eddie George. So both speed flexes still have a double up alive, which is pretty crazy.
It's a good comp, Bob. I like it. Don Sutton just consistently pretty solid every year.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
He is in the Hall of Fame.
He's in the Hall of Fame? He's
Yeah.
in the Hall of Fame.
And it's even harder to make it in the Hall of Fame, arguably, in baseball.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he played from 1966 to 1988.
wow. that's a lot of years.
That's a long time.
My team, Kansas City Football, Jets, and older Cowboys. Well, we get
a lot of them.
We get all those. I mean, this is already gone, but Roger Staubach's a mainstay here. Tony Dorsett, Drew Pearson, Bob Lilly, a lot of those guys. Obviously, Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes, and Rashee Rice. A lot of Chiefs as well.
I mean, Jets, Garrett Wilson.
That's right. Broadway Joe, if you're looking for older ones. Let's talk diamonds real quick, guys. We got a double, a quad, and a single up for the diamonds, and I believe that's it. So every break is up for the diamonds. We can obviously work out if we want to do something different if nobody gets in the quad box break. But still, there's still a speed flex in this one, guys. The MVP. You got good timing, John. We're going over it. MVP is still in there in the last 7 boxes. Josh Allen on the speed flex with that black visor. And we also have Saquon Barkley, full-size authentic, the 9th 2,000-yard rusher in NFL history, and the most rushing yards in NFL history when you include the postseason for a single season. So Josh Allen and Saquon Barkley both still alive. Last 7 boxes right there. Still alive.
Are you a fan of Mizzou College?
Missouri native, so got to be loyal. I bet he is.
Oh, man.
Eagles, not Jets, though, he says. Okay. So Kansas City Football, Eagles, and older Cowboys. Well, obviously that Saquon Barkley in the college here is a sick one. He's still in the diamonds as well. That Allen is sock.
Definitely meant sick, but
You don't know.
I respect sock.
Maybe it is sock. Let's talk about the vault. This one is still relatively new, about a third of the way through. And there's still some big time names in here, guys, including, once I find it, the Peyton Manning Speed Flex. Broncos Speed Flex here, the beautiful yellow visor, Hall of Fame 21 for the man with more MVPs than anybody in the history of the game. My favorite alternate helmet in the game, Barry Sanders on the Speed Flex with that baby blue visor. Once again, that thing is pretty. Still out there and alive. Other than that, it's a bunch of authentics, but a bunch of big names. The best wide receiver to ever play, Jerry Rice. Randy Moss, probably right there, 1 and 2. Both still alive on the Randy Moss camo. Speaking of Jets, I know he said he took that back, but Joe Namath on the Slate Authentic. We've also got Adrian Peterson, Max Crosby, Jerome Bettis, and Marshall Falk all still alive in this series in the Playmakers Vault. So a lot of headliners still out there. And we're also still looking for all the listed guys. Derek Brooks, Frank Gore, and Boomer Esiason. 3 vault keys as well, guys. So we're also still looking for the $300 vault key, $200 vault key, and the $50 vault key. For those that don't know how this works, if you win a box that has a vault key, you're going to win whatever the autographed helmet is that's in the box. But on top of that, you're going to win one of those gift card amounts that I just said. So, for example, if you play in this quad box break, let's just hypothetically say you end up winning Barry Sanders, you have the NFC North, you win Adrian Peterson in the NFC North, and then you get an NFC North filler hit that has the vault key, and it's $300. You're going to get 3 full-size helmets, one a Speedflex, one an Authentic, one a Rep probably, for $72, basically, because you got a $300 vault key on top of it.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome stuff. Namath is he is. Cards and Royals fan, too. We do get baseball series quite a bit. We get guys like, obviously, Albert Pujols and George Brett for the Royals, Bo Jackson for the Royals sometimes, Ozzie Smith for the Cardinals. So
Bobby Witt.
Yep. So we get a decent amount, Cardinals and Royals. We've had like Paul Goldschmidt, who I don't think plays for the Cardinals anymore. He's a Yankee, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever had Nolan, have we?
We get Arenado plenty.
Do we? Okay.
Yeah. We see him a lot. Other Royals like Salvi Perez. We'll probably see sometimes. Like I said, Bobby Witt. Trying to think who else.
Jeff retired with the loss of Favre. Oh no! But there's a Jordan Love now. He said, "I'm now here to snipe Packers and harass Colin."
That's fun.
And Jared said, "Jeff, I can help you with that." Which part of that? I mean, this is about as good of a Packers you're gonna see, at least in this one. Did we not get a video of this one? Oh no, here it is. Yeah, that Jordan
showed it
Love.
off.
That's right. But
Look at the heart.
that's right. I forgot. This thing is sick.
Yeah, with the salute to service, it looks like Packers on there, but the Utah is clean.
I want to say
Was it a Utah helmet first?
it's a Utah helmet first. And the reason I say that is because the salutes don't have this stripy
that
thing
stripe.
across the top.
You're right.
So I think it was a Utah helmet first. They painted the salute on it and obviously put this heart on the back.
I kind of wish that honestly might have like just was a Utah helmet. I haven't seen it like on a Speedflex before.
It's
But
pretty sweet.
Can't go wrong with a rip.
Absolutely not. Lifelong Yankees and Rangers fan, grew up during the McGuire Sosa race. Well, yeah, there you go. I think we get both of those guys too. But Yankees, Rangers, yeah. When we have baseball, man, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Let's talk about cards for a second.
Aren't you lucky, Jeff?
Started hunting Packers, finished with 5 Mahomes and 4 Bradys. Yeah, see, things like that happen.
Poor Jeff.
Your Ray Lewis win got me bidding on Pristine for my wife. Or you can just wait here. I mean, we just had another one of those in the vault, right? Where we get that Ray Lewis Chrome Flex pretty consistently. So a lot of sick Ray Lewis stuff. The cards, by the way, the slab cards here. We got 2 left. This is the last double box break, so it's going to be a filler hit. That's an autographed slab card. But there is still an Eddie George out there too. Autographed Eddie George slab card, if I can find it. Is it a listed headliner? Must be a listed headliner. Oh no, it's right here. Oilers Eddie George here. PSA certified here on the autograph for Eddie George. Pretty cool for the Houston Oilers. That's still alive. And then obviously that and more section. We've seen some pretty fire and more hits, if I'm being completely honest. I know we saw like I think it was a rookie patch auto Antonio Brown in there once. We saw a rookie patch auto for Jalen Waddle in there once. So there's some fire in that and more section. Don't sleep. Got a sick Garrett Wilson the other day too. That was in that and more section. Talk about some of the starter breaks here. $27 in the jerseys, guys. All custom jerseys, but an autographed jersey nonetheless for just $27. One of the best wide receivers in the game, Nico Collins, still out there. One of the best, if not the best, defensive player to ever play in Lawrence Taylor. How about some more old school Cowboys? It's kind of funny when you say old school because it's like, how old school are you talking? For me, like Michael Irvin's old school, but like Roger Staubach might be old school to somebody, you know? They're both old school to me. Yeah. It's just levels of old schoolness.
Levels.
Because when he says old school Cowboys, is he talking like the Aikman days or is he talking like the Staubach days?
It's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe both.
It's the same argument when it's like when you say LT, who's the first person
I'm
that
gonna
comes to your
guess
head.
it's the Aikman days because he said he grew up in the Sosa McGuire era.
That's a good point. I bet you're right. I bet you're right. Yeah, but I think it's the same thing with like LT. That was my. It got debunked at some point on the show, but I was like, younger generation thinks of LT as LaDainian Tomlinson, and the older generation thinks of it as Lawrence Taylor. But there was younger guys that were saying, no, I think of Lawrence Taylor. And I'm like, really?
I'm going to make that slab double a single.
Okay.
One on 2 singles. No one's bought into that double, it looks like today and really yesterday. So we'll make it 2 singles.
2 singles to get that Eddie George, guys.
Yeah.
Dick Butkus, speaking of old school, there you go. Dick Butkus, very old school hit there on Dick Butkus. Tyreek Hill still out there. Steve Largent, George Pickens, and Frank Gore, guys, in the touchback jerseys, all still out there and alive. Aikman and Emmett, there you go. You were right. Aikman and Emmett. So Michael Irvin, too, included in that conversation. Do we need resume discussions, Jeff? Probably. Latino Heat, says David. Big head Colin Rudisell.
That wasn't nice.
It's going to take me 2 months to open boxes. Sounds like a good time. I'm trapped in my house right now. Somebody do a wellness check on J. August, please. Last but certainly not least on this never-ending top-to-bottom rundown, $50 here in the double box break for the minis. We are still looking for Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. Literally, I think pretty undoubtedly the best 2 wide receivers in the NFL. I think last season kind of proved that, right? I mean, all due respect, if you want to put, honestly, the third maybe is Tyreek Hill, and they're all in the series still and still alive. I just think, not that Tyreek Hill took a step backwards, maybe wore his age a little bit more last year. And I know he had quarterback issues too, which never helps.
He was a little banged up. I think he had like a tear in his hand at some point. And then, CeeDee Lamb just consistently still was good.
Yeah, he's probably
Jamar
up there
Chase,
too.
Obviously, and Justin Jefferson had amazing years.
Yeah, honestly, Tyreek might be like 4th or 5th.
He's still
now.
top 5.
Yeah, but I think all 3 of those guys.
He's not like the 1 or 2 anymore.
Yeah, he definitely was though, and I mean he's going to go down as one of the best wide receivers of our generation.
He got voted number 1 player in the league going into last year.
Yeah, well, he's explosive, bro, and he's still out there. Again, Tyreek Hill's still out there, and then the other 2 big names, Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. But how about Deion Sanders? In my opinion, the best autograph in the game.
Whoa.
Curtis Martin on the New York Jets, and Josh Jacobs, who also has a phenomenal autograph. So there's some good autographs, some good-looking names here. It's a double box break every single time, so you can win just Josh Jacobs and Justin Jefferson in the same break, Curtis Martin and Tyreek Hill in the same break. You get the point. Michael Vick is also still out there. One of the best left-handed quarterbacks of all time.
The Nuggets fired Mike Malone, their head coach. That's wild.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I guess in the NBA, people like to fire their coaches right before the playoffs. I don't know what good that's going to do.
That doesn't make a lick of sense to me.
I mean, they're almost like about to be in the play-in game now.
I mean, yeah, I guess they've been slipping, but they're still
But
up
that's
there.
because, right now they're the 4 seed, but if they lose 1 game, then they go down to the 8 seed. And from the 4 seed to the 8 seed, they're all tied.
It's just wild. He won a national championship like not that long ago, right?
Yeah, they won a championship 2 years ago.
2 years ago. They're consistently in the postseason.
They
as
honestly
usually like a 1 to 4 seed.
Their roster has gotten worse.
And-
They lost like a lot of core pieces, and they're still pretty good. Doesn't really make sense.
No, that's a weird firing. We'll have to dig into that a little bit more. I'm dropping in some breaks that are close, guys. Practice squad singles, 5 to go. Again, this is probably a good break to play right here. The Nuggets head coach.
Yeah, Mike Malone.
Mike Malone.
Wild.
Frank Gore and Eddie George. Speedflex is still alive in the last, move your head, 9 boxes.
Wow.
I'm just playing. 9 boxes. Joe Green, full-size authentic. It's a 1 in 3 chance at an authentic or Speedflex right now for under $50 in that one. That's an easy play. Not to mention Isaac Bruce is still out there and Fred Taylor. 5 spots to go, guys. Just drop that in the chat. I'm going to drop in this quad box break for the college. Let's get this thing started off with a bang. Every single headliner still out there. All the speed flexes, including the custom ones that we're being asked about. Jordan Love, Saquon Barkley, Blake Corum, all still alive, plus Josh Allen, Barry Sanders, and everything in that series that's still out there. So 7 to go there in the quad box break. 6 to go in that diamond double. We are still looking for Josh Allen on the speed flex, and we're still looking for the Saquon Barkley in that series. So those are probably the 3 breaks to play, guys. 3 breaks to play in this one. Other than that, we are 6 to go on the diamond single as well.
I mean, David, they lived up to expectations 2 years ago.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah.
I don't know what their expectation needs to be. They
It was
won.
just, last year they lost to the T-Wolves, right?
Yeah. It's going to be a fun postseason, it feels
They
like
kind
this year.
of, I think they blew a lot of games to the T Wolves too. And I mean, Jamal Murray hasn't been as good. Like they really don't have a bench anymore. They lost a lot of key pieces.
Yeah, that's just that's wild though.
Yeah, not sure what you wanted the guy to do.
I don't know. They've already got the way too early rankings for next season. Houston #1. I slipped back to rehab.
I told you it was going to happen.
that did not last very long. Yeah,
I think he
Dang.
got like a jersey spot.
UConn up to #4. I'm gonna apply to be the Nuggets head coach.
Who, Steven?
Yeah, I got a weird feeling you don't have the resume they need.
Like, who are you going to hire that's better? And why would you do it right now before the playoffs?
I agree, but the public thinks they should be hands down 1 seed every year.
I feel like they've been getting criticized for like not putting enough around Jokic because Jokic is the best player in basketball.
Yeah. Well, that's what
Whether
Steven
it comes to
said.
drafting or free agency, all they've done is lose instead of gain. Their big move was getting Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, that's
Doesn't
not a
work
very
out.
big move. Russell Westbrook, I think, still thinks he's like 8 years younger than he actually is sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just see him drive to the hoop and not kick out, and it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I feel like the consensus,
You're not that guy
the
anymore.
consensus was OKC's getting the 1 seed this year, and then kind of after that, it's like, okay, is it going to be Minnesota coming off their year last year? Is it going to be Denver?
I think Steven does have a pretty good philosophy, though. Just give Joker the rock. Just let him go to work.
Yeah, it is always blame the coach.
Yeah. Well, in football, we always say it's the coach and the quarterback. Always the first to blame, even if that's not their
I
fault.
think football matters coaching matters way more in football than basketball. You can win with the bad head coach.
Well, we've seen it before.
Yeah. I mean, the Cavs went to a finals with David Blatt because they had LeBron.
Yeah, that helps. That helps. 2 to go, guys. 2 to go.
And at the end of the day, it's just what players do you have on your team?
Yeah, I think coaching does matter some, but I do agree with you. I don't think it's not the end all be all.
I mean, the Celtics went to the finals. They obviously lost against the Warriors. They fired their coach for different reasonings, but then they go back with a different coach and win no problem.
Steven has a grumpy philosophy. Yeah,
That's fair.
that's fair. It's probably
What I've
true.
been told. I know we're close on the practice squad single, 2 to go.
Yeah, 2 spots, guys. Red zone and the practice squad single. Again, 2 speed flexes still alive in the last 9 boxes, plus an authentic with Joe Green. 1 in 3 chance at a full-size authentic or speed flex.
Yeah, Dustin Johnson out there. I know you're in the double. Get into the single.
Yeah,
see a break
DJ.
happen.
Good luck today, Jared from Tanya. That's nice.
100%, Steven. 100%.
Oh yeah, well, it definitely matters in college. I mean, because it's a lot of schemes, right? I mean, I feel like in the pros, they run plays, obviously, but it is a lot of like, you know, these guys know what they're doing. You know, they got talent; they'll figure it out. College, I think, is a lot more like we run this system, we run this kind of defense, we run this kind of offense, and this is what we do. I'll tell you what, bro. Houston's defense
Oh, yeah.
was phenomenal this year. Really, really good. And I don't know. They looked. Florida figured them out. They did a really good job in the second half, especially early in the second half, figuring out the defense, utilizing the pick and roll a little bit more, and getting them in foul trouble too, which was big. But it was a really fun game, man. You missed out on a good championship
Well,
game if you didn't see it.
it was Florida's defense, too. You know, they always
Yeah,
say
they stepped
defense leads the offense. I think,
It was definitely that. What
It
the
was a-
under had to have smashed.
yeah, I think at one point, like Houston missed 9 out of 11 shots in
Mm-hmm.
the second half. It's like, you're never going to win that way.
Yeah. Practice squad single did fill up. We got Ronnie and Salako. What's up, Ronnie? Under his true name, his
Yeah,
surname.
he's been returning as his true self.
Rex Miller, Jeff August, Stephen Plecky, Robert Pratt, and Gary Marvin with the close. First break of the show, guys. Drop me a number for practice squad number 1. Joker would tell you to pounce hand grumpy. The dunk on you.
He
like guys
would
run on
tell
Colin
Steven to go
2K.
feed his horses.
Yeah, right. I had a Gates hit it chasing Favre yesterday.
What didn't you hit chasing Favre? That's
Yeah,
the
it
real
sounds-
question. Favre?
Sounds like everything but Favre.
Everything
yeah.
but Favre.
Everything but Favre. 29. I believe that's Gary. 29 here. The Kevin Harvick box coming up in the practice squad. He said, rub it in. Alex said it, not me. Just for the record. Just for the record. Alex said it, not me. 1 in 3 chance. Box 29 here has a full-size authentic or speed flex, guys. Here we go. 11 clicks. We are definitely going to get some randomization. Rex was a little late, but he also wanted 29.
And they would eat grass.
And I would for that salary.
That's fair.
If your star player told you to eat grass, you would do it. I guess for that salary. Gary Marvin in the NFC North, Stephen Plecky in the NFC South. We got Robert Pracht in the NFC East, Ronnie and Salako in the NFC West, Jeff August, AFC North, Stephen Plecky, AFC South, and Rex Miller in the AFC East and AFC West. So, guys, again, the authentic helmet is Joe Green. That would be going to Jeff August in the AFC North. Frank Gore, Speed Flex would be Ronnie and Salako, NFC West. Both those guys have just one spot in that. Then we've also got the Eddie George Speed Flex. Stephen Plecky, couple of spots. He is in the AFC South looking for that. Isaac Bruce would be going to Ronnie. Fred Taylor would be going to Jeff, or excuse me, Steven. And then last but not least would be, that's it. Never mind. A filler hit otherwise. Box 29. I was pretty busy on Sunday. I actually have no idea what happened with the race. So you're going to have to talk about the race today. Because I know you were intently watching and preparing yourself for NASCAR Tuesday.
Nope.
This is not an authentic helmet. So the odds just got even better, guys, for the practice squad. We're down to 8 now with 2 speed flexes, 25% chance at a speed flex, and then 3 and 8 chance at a speed flex or an authentic. It's actually not even a headliner, but it is one of my favorite players on a Flash mini helmet, Darren Sproles. One of the best little men in all of football. And one of those guys we always talk about it that you can kind of think of as 3 different teams, right? People think of him as a Charger, people think of him as a Saint, people think of him as an Eagle. Yeah. Won a Super Bowl with the Eagles. I think spent most of his career with the Chargers or the Saints, one of the two. It was pretty close. Yeah. He was on the Saints a long time, a part of that kind of even 3-headed monster at one point in New Orleans, and then was doing big things as a returner with the Chargers. NFC South, Stephen Plecky, congratulations on this one, on Darren Sproles. Darren Sproles was telling a story about the combine. I don't know if you saw this, that he was at, and he was doing like the broad jump or whatever and hitting the things, and literally the owners and scouts that were there were laughing at him.
Huh.
And he like went home and called his mom and said like, they were laughing at me, Mom. And like, she was like, you know, don't let them put you down. You know who you are as an athlete, whatever else. And, you know, he said he took that to heart and wanted to prove them all wrong. And I would say he did.
I would agree.
So that's a nice hit. Love me some Darren Sproles.
Jeff, I thought you were done. 2 spots in the practice squad double.
Well, it's a good idea at this point, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're retired, a good deal is a good deal. We're down to the last 8 boxes in the practice squad with 2 speed flexes still alive. Let's just hop in and knock out the practice squad. That's what I'm saying, bro. I mean, if you're just looking for quick breaks, cheap breaks to win 6 stuff, that's where you got to go right now. Congrats, Steven, though. It's sniping season, he said.
Ronnie's in the single.
That's incorrect. There we go. Darren Sproles.
Yeah, the double's moving. 3 to go.
3 to go in the double, guys. Double's a good play right now, considering they're still double up with headliners. Frank Gore or Fred Taylor and Eddie George, and then Frank Gore and Isaac Bruce.
We did a practice squad single. It was just a Darren Sproles mini that came out. Your doubles should be coming up soon.
Yeah, it was actually best case scenario for you being in the double. We didn't see a headliner there, so the odds just got better that the headliners, including those 2 speed flexes, will be going to the double box break. So again, guys, 3 spots to go, $98. And you can still win a Frank Gore speed flex and an autographed Isaac Bruce slab card. The Eddie George speed flex, that's actually the one I want to see the most because that visor looks sick. That can still be paired up with the last secondary headliner, which is Fred Taylor. And there's that camo authentic Mean Joe Green still out there. And there's something I need to do other than the order I put in. Sorry, new to this. You do not. So all you're waiting on, my man, is this number to hit 0. And it's at 1 right now. So as soon as this hits 0, it's going to say sold out. And then we're going to do the break right here, man. All you got to do is play the waiting game. And I don't think you're going to have to be waiting too much longer. Tripod Todd Reset. What up, Colin? Love the Cincy jersey. Thank you. Thank you.
Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz. That's probably my favorite player in baseball, but appreciate it. Yeah, it's cool. I actually got this on Temu.
Nice.
It was like $11 or $12 on Temu.
Hell yeah.
And it was like custom, and I was like, do I risk it? Like, I'm like, $11, $12. We'll see what happens. And
Michael Convey
Paid off.
closing it up.
And there you go. So yeah, that's kind of how it works, man. Just keep looking at the page, moderating the page, and you can see right here, sold out. That's your break, which means we're ready to do it live right here on the air. So that's why, like all these other breaks, like 6 to go. As soon as a couple more people get in this one will start to move. But generally, you can kind of feel it when it's a break like this. We have a 25% chance at a speed flex. That's probably when breaks are going to start moving pretty good. And this one did. So here we go. There you are, DJ. Dustin Johnson, first time, first break. Good luck, my man. Jared Menzer, Jeff August, Robert Pratt, Bradley Brainerd, Ronnie Insalaco, and Michael Convey. Drop me 2 numbers for practice squad double number 1. Jeff is all over it. 10 and 12 coming up. I really want to do Eli and Brady, but that's not today. So 11. How dare you leave my numbers to the end? Hey man, that's your peeps you're gonna have to talk to. We didn't do that. Here we go, guys. Good luck. 10 and 12 with 2 speed flexes and an authentic still in play, and we're about to be down to the last 6 boxes.
Yeah. Probably be 2 more doubles and 2 more singles would be my guess.
Should have bought that spot too. I understand the assignment. There you go, man. So after 11 clicks, this is how it spits out. Ronnie Insalaco is in the NFC North. Robert Pratt in the NFC South. Jeff August, the NFC East. Michael Convey, closer magic, NFC West. Looking for the Isaac Bruce and Frank Gore Speedflex double up. We've got Jared Menzer in the AFC North. He's looking for the Joe Green Camo Authentic. Bradley Brainerd in the AFC South, looking for the Eddie George Flex and the Fred Taylor. Dustin, you're in the AFC East, so you're looking for anything Bills, Patriots, Jets, or Dolphins, which very easily could happen as well. And then Jeff August in the AFC West. Here we go, guys. 10 and 12 coming up. Starting with 10. You got a driver?
10, Noah Gregson.
I think you're right. Well, this is a mystery. This is a full-size helmet, but I think it's a rep.
Oh.
Wow. Wow. We got a replica helmet filler hit.
Ooh, that's different.
Really good for a practice squad, especially when it's this guy. You and I are going to like it. How about former Fighting Illini running back turned Cincinnati Bengal star, Chase Brown?
I like that.
The running back, Chase Brown, AFC North, Jared Menzer. For under $100, I mean, you're already off and rolling, right?
Hooday.
Hooday, baby. Chase Brown. Yeah, Alex and I are obviously big fans, but Chase Brown was a guy, I mean, at one point, he was leading the nation in college in yards per carry, and he fell all the way to Cincinnati, and I mean, obviously, I'm biased, but I was like, well, Cincinnati just got a steal right there. And, you know, they lost Mixon. They thought Zach Moss was going to be the guy, and Chase Brown kind of just took it over, and now I think he's a pretty big part of the game plan. So love Chase Brown. This is one that I think will keep rising up in value. So congratulations, Jared. Little Chase Brown replica helmet.
Yeah, he really turned it up towards the end of the year. It was kind of like, oh, beginning of the year, is it going to be him and Zach Moss split carries? Was a couple games, and then they let Chase Brown take over, and he was productive.
Yeah, he's not the biggest running back in the world, but he doesn't have to be. He's very elusive, but he's also a good receiving back as well. Just does a lot of things that you like to see out of a modern NFL running back.
They were still giving him 20-plus carries a game almost at the end of the year.
Yeah, no, I think he's primed for a big career, hopefully. I mean, he's good. He's good. No, it's a guy I gotta get an RPA at him or something. Or jersey, I guess.
Something.
Put Chase away, though, in anticipation at the Speedflex is coming up, which could be right now. Here we go, guys. Box 12. The Ryan Blaney box. We are still yet to see a headliner through 2 boxes. And we're not, at the very least, we're not going to see a full-size authentic or Speedflex here in box 12. So, guys, there's a 50% chance in the practice squad right now at the last authentic and Joe Green and the last 2 Speedflexes with Eddie George and Frank Gore. 50% chance, 3 and 6. This also isn't going to be the Isaac Bruce slab, so all the photoed headliners are going to be left.
Oh boy.
The only one it could be is this one. Fred Taylor.
Oh.
Fred Taylor coming out here. 11,695 rushing yards for Fred Taylor. Probably one of the best Jaguars of all time, I would say. Bradley Brainerd,
Yeah.
AFC South, congratulations. That'll work.
Blake Bortles and then Fred Taylor.
Blake Bortles, don't sleep. He was good for
Yeah.
like a year or two. But I would not put him in that conversation. Tony Baselli. Yeah. Jalen Ramsey.
I just like Blake Bortles, the person.
I love the photo where it was like Case Keenum, Nick Foles, Blake Bortles, and Tom Brady.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
those were the four quarterbacks.
And honestly, I mean, the Jags almost could have and should have been to the Super Bowl that year.
That's one of those ones where it's like thinking about the Jets that one year they went to the championship with Sanchez.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, how did they go that far? One hit wonder, but hey, yeah, they could have went to the Super Bowl easily. Blake Bortles was playing lights out that year.
He was.
The defense was good. Tell myself I'm going to retire. It's first play back.
3 to go
There
in
you
the
go, Jared.
single, 6 to go in the double.
Won me my fantasy championship. Chase Brown, I think is who we were talking about. Yeah, Chase Brown. It's a dog, man. I have him in one dynasty league, and I'm like, yes.
There you go.
Yes. And everybody was like, oh, that's such a homer pick, yada, yada. I'm like, hey, chill. He's good. Somebody tried to trade me, like, the Bears defense and a 5th for him. And I was like, I'm going to take a chance, I think. So, yeah, Alex said it. 6 boxes left, so it's going to be one more double and one more single. We're halfway here on the double, and I'm guessing we're moving on the single as well. 3 spots to go, so it's a race here, guys. Just in case this does happen, which it has in the past, if somebody closes up the double and the single in the same order, the break that has the most boxes in it takes precedence. So we'll do the double first, then we would do the single, hypothetically, if that happens, just so you guys know. But again, we are still looking for the Joe Green Camo Authentic, the Frank Gore Speedflex, and the Eddie George Speedflex with that ice blue visor. All 3 still out there, plus the Isaac Bruce. So you can still get an Isaac Bruce autograph slab and pair it up with that Frank Gore in the NFC West. So the double definitely worth playing for. 4 headliners left in the last 6 boxes. The odds of not pulling a headliner in the double are like slim to none.
Yeah, pretty wild.
Pretty wild. I just won a Fred Taylor mini last week. What's the thing Common always says? 1 to keep, 1 to trade.
Yeah, there you go.
Double actually did close up first. We're 1 to go on the single. So the last double is getting posted right now, guys. And I wouldn't sleep. $98. Take the chance because you never know. If Isaac Bruce and Frank Gore end up going to that last double, if either Speedflex end up going to that last double, you're going to want to be a part of that. The single is 1 to go. So Closer Magic on the line in the single. But here we are in the double. With Jeff August, Stephen Flecky, Todd Reese, Ronnie Insulaco, Stephen Flecky, Michael Convey, and Jared Menzer. We got 2 guys that are retired playing in this break.
That's what they always say. That's what they
kinda
always
like,
say.
It's like NASCAR retirement. Like, maybe they're retired from full-time racing, but they're still going to race in the big ones, you know? They're still going to be out there when there's a chase on and there's too good of odds. I mean, you got to go. 51 people watching, guys. The play right now is 100% the practice squad. With a Frank Gore Flex still out there, the Eddie George Speed Flex, an Isaac Bruce Slab Card, and a Mean Joe Green full-size authentic. It's a 2 and 3 chance right now at headliners in the practice squad. Make sure you are getting in there. I'm guessing the single is sold out or just about to be sold out. The last double and the last single will be coming up here shortly. Or just when I thought they were out, they pull me back in. You watch The Sopranos?
I did, but it's been so long I don't fully remember everything.
I'll tell you what. The Sopranos is an incredible show. It is definitely one you have to be patient with.
Yep.
It's like you really gotta wait before things start to heat up but the character development is so good. They take their time. Have you seen it, Nicolette? You were nodding. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was a rite of passage in my family.
That makes sense.
And the Godfather.
I didn't want to make any assumptions, but yeah, nobody messed with Nicolette or her family. 20 and 11, it looks like. Steven got 11 in. Mr. Convey got 20. Jared called 24, just a little bit late. So 16, 19, 21, and 24 are going to be the last ones. 20 and 11 coming up. 24 and 11 or 20? 20. Michael got in there first with 20. Here we go, guys. Big randomization. Got out in a bit. Devils Bruins at the Rock tonight. Here's a college basketball trivia question. What player has the career record and single season record for home runs? College baseball. I was like, I don't know.
Who knows college baseball? Come on.
I don't know. It's probably a pro player now or later, sooner, earlier. I don't know. 11th and final click.
Adley Rushman.
No way. Bad guess. If you're right, I'm going to be like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Gordon Beckham.
Gordon Beckham is a wild guess, too. That'd be sick.
He was good.
Yeah, he was good. He wasn't really a home run hitter, was he?
No, probably not. But in college, you never know.
Yeah, that's true.
Back in the 80s, no shot.
2-minute warning practice squad double. Stephen Plecki, NFC North. Jared Menzer, NFC South. Jeff August, NFC East. Michael Convey, he has been connected to that NFC West, looking for Frank Gore and Isaac Bruce. Todd Reese, AFC North, looking for the Joe Green full-size authentic. Todd Reese, AFC South, looking for the Eddie George Speed Flex as well. Stephen Plecki, AFC East, and Ronnie and Salako, AFC West, back in the 80s. Oh, God, so he played in the 90s? I have no idea. I know I have the Denny Hamlin box, though. Let's see what that's all about. Oh, my goodness gracious. This is not a speed flex. It's not an authentic. Former Texas Ranger Pete Incaviglia at OK State. Yeah, I would have never got that. You were right. You were right, Alex. I failed.
It's okay.
Yeah. I don't feel too bad about it, to be honest.
I wouldn't either.
This is a mini helmet. Oh. We do have a Pittsburgh Steeler. Maybe this is a sign of things to come. How about Cordell Stewart? Absolute stud back in the college days. AFC North, Todd Reese, congratulations. Little Cordell Stewart, little slash headed your way. And he did do that. He was very good at slashing. Interesting play.
The hash slinging slasher.
Can we get that inscription?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be cool. Can you inscribe this one hash slinging slasher? Cordell Stewart. Cool. So at the very least, going to the last 3 boxes, we're going to have a Speed Flex and or an authentic.
That's
Maybe 2
pretty
Speed
nice.
Flexes. Only one way to find out. Let's put Cordell away. You want to trade for my Fred Taylor mini, says Brad. Put it in the box. Here you are.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What do we got here? 20? Well, as much as Christopher Bell's been winning, this is probably a good box, right? Box 20. What do we got here? We got something. Full-size authentic at least. And how about it? Todd Reese, 2 spots. He's going to double up. Woo-hoo. Got the Cordell Stewart mini, and he's going to add on the Mean Joe Green Camo Authentic.
Very nice.
Hall of Fame inscription on that. Very, very nice looking Camo Authentic. Todd Reese, 2 spots in the break, under $200 for a Mean Joe Green Authentic and the mini helmet. That is not too bad, brother. Congratulations on that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love me the camos. I think almost everybody on staff that I've talked to is in agreement with this, but like between all the Salute to Services and the camo, I think we're all team camo if we had to pick one, right?
I would agree.
Good looking helmet, man. Congratulations. We got one more single break coming up, and then guys, the last single is posted, the last double is posted.
Double's out.
Double is out. So yeah, get that last single. You never know what's going to slide, man. I mean, if a Speed Flex slides for under $50, that's what we're staring at right now as an opportunity. Brand new practice squad in the room once this one closes up too, guys. Eddie is still out there, Bradley. Right now it's Eddie George, Frank Gore, both of the Speed Flexes here in the last 4 boxes. And then we've also got, actually last 3 boxes, excuse me. About to be last 3 boxes. Joe Green is gone. Isaac Bruce slab card, Eddie George flex, Frank Gore flex. As it sits, we've got a single to do and a double to do. And then the last single is currently up. I'm going to go ahead and drop that in there if it's not already sold out. Allow me to drop it in there for the fine folks. We're 3 to go. 3 to go. Last single, guys. Right now, we're definitely I would hop in that link I just put in there, man. Practice squad is the look right now. $49. Get in the practice squad. That is definitely the look right now because there's 2 speed flexes left as it sits, 3 headliners left in the last 4 boxes. But we are about to see the 4th box right here, the 4th to last box. Ronnie Insulaco, Stephen Plecky, Jeff August, Nicholas Crean, Jared Menzer, and Michael Conby. Drop me a number for practice squad number 2. I put 32 because I forgot the number sign, but that's okay. You get the point. 2 speed flexes left in the last 4 boxes. 3 headliners left in the last 4 boxes. So this double actually after this is guaranteed to be a headliner.
Ronnie won this speed flex. Look at that.
Did he?
This is Alvin Kamara
Good for him.
from the early show.
Ronnie's out here, bro. Just
Up
like
early, Ronnie.
just like the old days.
He's in Cali. He's up early.
That's true. Nick is hoping for his first helmet win with this one. Could be in a big way, brother. 21 called out by Jeff August. That works, I believe. So we'll be down to 16, 19, and 24. Ronnie down to Mike. Big randomization, guys. The chances, again, of this not being a headliner, 25%. Otherwise, it is going to be one of the last 2 or 3 photo headliners. Here we go. Big randomization, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Stephen Plecky in the NFC North. We got Ronnie Insulaco in the NFC South. Michael Conby, NFC East. Jared Menzer, NFC West, looking for the Frank Gore Speed Flex or perhaps the slab card of Isaac Bruce. Jared Menzer, NFC West, as I mentioned. Jay August in the AFC North. We got Stephen Plecky in the AFC South, looking for Eddie George on the Speed Flex. Ronnie Insulaco, AFC East, and Nicholas Crean in the AFC West. Here we go. Tried hopping in, but the 1-bar service at work didn't go in any favors. Good luck to all in the final breaks. Good news for you, Bradley. There will be another one right after this. So, Jeff, your advisor, know you come out of retirement? Does your advisor know you came out of retirement? No. 21, Ricky Redbox. Is it time for a speed flex? Oh, it's not a speed flex. Not a speed flex, guys. Speed flex is going to the last 3 boxes. However, I believe it is a slab card, and it is the slab card, the last photoed headliner that's not a speed flex in the break. Got a Beckett 10 auto here for the star wide receiver for the greatest show on turf. That is Isaac Bruce. Jared Menzer, 1 spot. Isaac Bruce. Not too bad, man. The Rams drafted Isaac to shore up their receiving core. That worked out, which was depleted by the loss of free agent Henry Ellard. I think that still worked out. Bruce ranked 6th in the NCAA Division I IA in receptions per game in 93, 9th in receiving yards per game. Pretty good. Pretty good. This is a rookie card, I believe, actually. A little rookie auto here on Isaac Bruce. It's very nice. Isaac Bruce, rookie auto. Beckett 10 auto for Jared Menzer. So for sure, somebody's about to win a speed flex in this last double. Question is, are we going to see both speed flexes?
That is the question.
That is the question. Is this, the single's gone?
Single is gone.
So new practice squad is in the room, guys, in a matter of moments, if it's not already. Getting hot is dangerous. Hey, dangerous for all the right reasons. Dangerous for all the right reasons.
New practice squad is up.
There you go. We'll take a look at it here once we finish up the job on the old practice squad. So this is a guaranteed speed flex coming out here, guys. Steven Lenhart, John Poole, and Rex Johnson. Good time to grab a bunch of spots. Drop me 2 numbers for practice squad. Oops, I'm yelling.
Why are you yelling?
I don't mean to. Drop me 2 numbers for practice squad double number 3. The last double of the series. Guaranteed speed flex coming out. Might be 2. And then we've got the 2-minute warning practice squad number 3, the last single. 16 and 24 coming up by John Poole, which means box 19 will be the last one for the series.
There is a naughty word in one of the inscriptions for a Hydroflex.
There's what?
There's a bad word.
Oh. You know what? Now we're going to look at it now. So for those that missed out on this one, guys, do not worry. We do have a brand new practice squad that just dropped, and this is what it looks like. Emmett Smith custom jersey, got a Justin Jefferson Gem Mint 10 here on the PSA DNA grading here. That's a rookie auto, by the way, for Jay Jettas on a clear vision, so that's a really nice one. Chris Carter for the Viking fans, a little double up here. Mike Evans, full-size authentic, got a Trey McBride Speed Flex, highest paid tight end in the game with that silver visor. Michael Strahan, I believe that's an authentic slate, or excuse me, rave helmet for Michael Strahan. Ah, yes. How about breast cancer awareness? DK Metcalf, Speedflex. I am a blanking beast. You say it. Go ahead, Alex. Go ahead, Alex. Say it. AJ Green. I'm just playing Flash. Troy Polamalu, Dak Prescott, Von Miller, JJ Watt. This is a loaded series, guys. Double ups all over the board. This should be a lot of fun, too, on the handoff practice squad. $100, a little bit more expensive. Probably means there's some higher quality stuff in this one as a whole. He is that. He's definitely not wrong. Tiki Barber, Aaron Jones, Chad Johnson in this one too. Yeah, that's all right. We know who you are. We got you hooked up on there. I'm guessing that's just the way it popped up on our end. I don't know if there's a Johnson in your life, but we got you. Here we go. This is a big randomization right here, guys. Big. At least one of the flexes. Could be both. Obviously, the people in the single are like, please no. Please no. 9, 10, 11th. And final click. And this is what we ended up with. Steven said I got charged for this break and I'm not in it. Can you give us an order number, Steven? We'll let you know. There it is, 240444. Let's take a look. Make sure it wasn't one of these earlier ones. I think it was this one, Steven. At least I got you in the NFC North for the last double with that order number. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Live break number 2.
Live break number 2, right. So we do have that order number here. Stephen Plecky, 240444. NFC North for you on that one. And it was double AFC North, Cordell Stewart and Joe Green. We'll answer these up before we do this too. Is this the break I bought? I'm guessing not. Were you in this one maybe? So how it works, just so you know, you were in this one. The first double box break. Here you are right there. I don't know if you bought in after that. But it doesn't carry over. So you buy into one break, and then you'd have to buy back into the break if you want to keep it going. But you were in the first double box break here where the Chase Brown and Fred Taylor came out. Unfortunately, you had the AFC East and didn't win that one. Are we all good? If anybody has any more questions, let me know, but we're going to run this down. Steven Lenhart, NFC North. Rex Miller, NFC South. Steven Lenhart, NFC East. Rex Miller, NFC West. Could be that Frank Gore speed flex. Actually, as a matter of fact, Rex at this point is just hoping for 2 speed flexes because he is in the AFC South and the NFC West. He's either getting Eddie George and or Frank Gore. Steven Lenhart in the AFC North, Steven Lenhart in the AFC East, and then John Poole in the AFC West. There is one more filler hit in this series, though, guys. So you could still be in it, regardless of what comes out here in the... Who's number 16, Alex?
Allmendinger.
Woo! He did it! The AJ Allmendinger box. The Celsius box. Love it. And here we go. We are starting with a flex. We are starting with the third all-time leading rusher in NFL history, Frank Gore. Frank Gore on the speed flex with the smoke black visor. Absolutely gorgeous. Rex NFC West knocking that one down. Congratulations on the Frank Gore speed flex. Boom. Knew he was getting 1. The question is he getting 2? His name came up as Rex Johnson, right?
Who?
Rex Miller.
I'll double check.
Yeah, I'm gonna write it as Rex Johnson because that's what's on here, but I just want to make sure it matches what the thing is.
We go off of the shipping address.
Yeah.
Whatever you put for your shipping address is what your name will be with your order number.
Right. Correctamundo. There you go. All right, 24, guys. Box 24.
Yeah. For your shipping address, you have Rex Johnson, so that's why it says Rex Johnson.
Yes, there you go. So it is still going to go to you. It's just it's under Rex Johnson because that's what your shipping address
Yeah,
says.
because shipping's going to look at your shipping name. They're going to go off that.
Yeah, so don't worry. It's still going to come to you, even if it's
Yeah.
listed on there wrong.
Yeah, your address and all that stuff should be whatever you put, so it'll go to you.
Well, I would say whether you're Rex Johnson or Rex Miller, it doesn't really matter at this point because you are going to go home a happy man. How about the last two speed flexes both coming out in the same break?
Man.
Look at this visor, that ice visor autographed by Eddie George. Eddie George, Tennessee Titans, Speed Flex, AFC South. That's going to be Rex once again, taking down two of the best running backs of all time. That is how you do it, bro. Look at this thing.
Maybe you should keep your name as Johnson.
That visor is sick. Yeah, right? It's working out. Eddie George on the flex with that visor. I don't care what. He had 3 spots in this break. So what? Under $300 for 2 speed flexes?
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a pretty good go. Pretty good go, man. Congratulations, Rex. Sick. Sick hits. I love this Eddie George. Ohio State star turned Titan star. We always talk about it, but, you know, there are 2 2,000-yard rushers on the Tennessee Titans all time. It was obviously Chris Johnson and Derrick Henry, but neither one of those guys have the franchise record for most rushing yards.
No.
It's Eddie George. Eddie George.
Probably never going to pass him now either because
Yeah, right.
Derrick Henry gone.
Derrick Henry gone. Tony Pollard had 1,000 yards his first time.
He
but
did,
he's-
but I don't think he's going to play long enough for them.
I don't think so either. So box 19 is the last one. All these guys are in play. Ronnie, Steven, Jeff, Steven, Michael, and Steven. Because no matter what, it's Steven Plecky and Steven Lenhart. No matter what, we don't know what this one is. So every division could be that winning division here on box 19. 11 clicks. And this is how it's going to go down on the last one. Michael Convey is going to be up top, the NFC North and the NFC South. Stephen Plecky in the NFC East and NFC West. Jeff August, the AFC North and the AFC West. Ronnie and Sulaco, the AFC South. And Steven Lenhart here in the AFC East. So good luck, guys. Somebody walking away with the last W here in the Martin Truex Jr. box, number 19. Now it's like, I don't know if it's Chase Boucher. Somebody switched.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's Boucher. I think it's
Chase Briscoe?
Briscoe, maybe.
Maybe
It's-
Briscoe.
Yeah, it's Chris Boucher, Chase Briscoe, and then there's another one too.
Oh, Corey Lejoie switched, I think.
Corey Lejeune.
Maybe.
I thought it was Josh something. I don't know.
Josh Berry?
Yeah, maybe. Here's what I do know. We've got a Steeler. Seen a lot of Pittsburgh here in this series. About the great Jack Ham. Hall of Fame 88 inscription. Saw Mean Joe Green earlier. How about his teammate Jack Ham here, the great 59. Jeff August back in the win column in the AFC North. Taking down the Jack Ham jersey. Cool hit on Jack Ham. Attaboy Rex said Jared, right? It shows live break 3, though, says Steven. It could have been, I don't know why it would show that.
For his 444 one,
Yeah.
it says live break 2 for us on Shopify.
Yeah,
You have
weird.
one that ends in 5-4. That is the single box for this one.
Yeah, let us know. Because this one is live break 3 for the single, and Alex is right. It does say 240454 in the single. But yeah, that other one we did have you here, 24, and I did just see it on Alex's screen. It does say that, 240444 on the double for number 2. But yeah, let us know one way or another. Because you're right, the 444 was the double, the 240454 was the single. And obviously, you just ended up here in the NFC East, but it was the AFC North. Jeff August, Jack Ham. Classic hit. Yay, Jeff, that's cool, right? Just chilling in this one. There was a couple of pretty cool filler hits in this one. We got a replica helmet just chilling. Practice squad is beefing up, baby.
Yeah, for that order number on us on Shopify, it shows live break 2. I'm not sure why yours shows 3, but it says live break 2 for us on Shopify. If you
Yeah.
go on Shopify, I know you can do it on your end.
Yeah, I guess we can show it. Usually we don't do that, but I guess for this case we will show it real quick, just to show you that, you know, we're not just making things up on our side.
I'm gonna say maybe like you can like zoom on it so it doesn't show his address, but
Yeah. Let me do that real quick. There you go, man. Yeah, that's a brand new series too. Brand new series. Yeah, so this is, I don't want to do it like that. Hold on. You know what? Let me actually do this. Let me put it in studio mode. So that way I can adjust it over here.
yeah, if you put it like that.
Yeah. So this is what we see on our end on that one. So 240444, and it does say live break number 2, double box break here for you. So your name and information is over here. It does say Stephen Plecky. But yeah, 240444, live break number 2, double box break on the practice squad. That is what we saw on our end, just so you know.
Yeah. I mean, you could shoot a picture over to customer service and then maybe they can help you out, but everything on our end here shows the second double for that specific order number you put.
Get that back centered. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird that it would do that. But yeah, on our end it does say that, and you were in the double, so seems to make sense. Oh, here you have who's 19? Chase Briscoe. Yeah.
Chase Briscoe. Josh Berry is now 21.
So he did change numbers.
Couple changes.
Couple of changes. Big time close, guys. A lot of fun seeing the
Yeah.
rest of that practice squad. Got on a nice chase here for some of these speed flexes, the last authentics, and whatever else. Still got 41 people watching though, and we do see some people in here chanting out what breaks they want. Picked up another spot in the single from DJ. We got Jay Colvinson close out that double vault. Let's reset this break page real quick. I understand, but it does show number 3 on mine, which then I thought was in. I ended up not being in it. No worries. Yeah, you can, like Alex said, shoot it over to customer service, let them see it. But yeah, on our end, it did say number 2, and obviously you can. I mean, you can even see it on the orders. I think. Yeah, all these orders were after the 444.
Yeah, that's what I said. Shoot it over to customer service. They could, see what they can do and help you out, if anything.
Yeah, it's a weird situation. No, and I believe you. I believe it does say number 3. But yeah, just weird, really weird. Anyone want to do a single college? Would definitely recommend doing
let's
that.
do it.
Right?
Come on, guys.
Speaking of the college, let's go ahead and start with that. We do have the double, single, and quad up. The single for the college, by the way, only $93. All authentics and flexes and replica helmets, full size. But everything in the graphic is all speed flexes and authentics. So 5 speed flexes. Barry Sanders speed flex, the Jordan Love ripped flex with the Utah State and the J Love on the back. Saquon Barkley ripped flex and the Josh Allen flex, plus this Blake Corum flex, which is just crazy. So 3 custom flexes, a Hall of Fame flex, and then a standard Josh Allen flex, which is still very cool with the Wyoming. We got George Kittle, Myles Garrett, Nick Bosa, Ladd McConkey, Joe Montana, Steve Smith, Tim Brown. Every single photo and headliner still in there, all authentics and speed flexes. And again, let's run these down. This Blake Corum. Definitely the coolest Blake Corum helmet we've ever had.
Yeah.
Ripped with the Chargers and Michigan Wolverines. Penn State Nittany Lions. Philadelphia Eagle ripped here for the best running back in the NFL last year, Saquon Barkley. And Jordan Love, Utah State ripped speed flex. Salute to service with the J Love on the back and the blue visor. This thing is really cool.
I like it.
I do too. I want to see it.
Because we had a Penn State a couple times for Saquon. It was just a blank one. This one's got the Penn State logo with the Eagles rip.
That's
which is
true.
Very nice.
Yeah, you get both in there.
Yeah.
He's Pennsylvania through and through. Ricky Williams, Warren Sapp, Marcus Allen on that and more, or the secondary headliners. Isn't Corum with the Rams? He is on the Rams.
Yeah.
Michigan Wolverine, though, he went to college. So you kind of get both here. Let's see. Yeah, they got the Rams written
LA
here.
right there.
And then LA on the other side. Yeah. So
It's not Chargers. Maybe you were thinking it's Chargers. We got the Rams.
maybe I said Chargers? I don't know. I meant Rams if I said Chargers. He is on the Rams. This is brand new. Practice squad, guys. We just closed up the other one, so this is all right here and available on the Handoff Practice Squad. Everything you see, that is 9 full-size helmets that are in this brand new Practice Squad, and they're all authentics besides the AJ Green. Everything else is an authentic or speed flex. So Mike Evans, the model of consistency when it comes to 1,000 yards receiving. Yeah, I might have said Chargers. I meant Rams. He is on the Rams. Mike Evans, the model of consistency when it comes to receiving, 1,000 yards almost every single year. Highest paid tight end in the NFL, Trey McBride on the Cardinal Speed Flex with the silver visor. Michael Strahan, Rave Authentic, the DK Metcalf Hydro Flex with one of the best inscriptions in the game, I would argue. And he is. I mean, it's hard to deny. He is an effing beast. There's no doubt about it. AJ Green replica helmet too. Maybe the forgotten guy that was right up there, I would say, almost every year with Julio Jones. I mean, that was kind of him and Julio, I think, were like the two best receivers in the NFL. And then it was kind of Antonio Brown and Devontae Adams kind of took over. But for a while, he was holding the torch up there with Julio.
Yeah, same draft class and everything too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he went to Georgia. Troy Polamalu, Lunar Authentic. We've got Dak Prescott as well. Von Miller, both of these authentic helmets. And then J.J. Watt, baby. J.J. Watt on the Arizona Cardinal Flash Authentic. So 9 full-size helmets, and I believe it's a 30-box series. So it's almost a 1 in 3 chance at full-size helmets right away. Even better when you throw in the other headliners, and these are good ones. Chris Carter, big old autograph on a football. That's what you want to see. Justin Jefferson, this is a rookie card, guys. Rookie auto, Justin Jefferson on the Clear Vision. Gem Mint 10 as well, so do not sleep on the value of that one. Emmitt Smith custom jersey as well. So you got all of that still out there. 9, 10, 11, 12 photoed headliners in 30 boxes. Throw in Tiki Barber, Aaron Jones, Chad Johnson. That puts us at a 50% chance at a headliner right away. We'll show off this real quick. DK. Not Donkey Kong. Metcalf. Diamonds is the chase. 6 to go in the double. Definitely one that I'd be recommending as well. I mean, we saw what just happened when we had this this chase go down for speed flexes in the practice squad, right? There's 7 boxes to go in the diamonds, and your floor is even higher because you're not going to pull any minis or jerseys or anything in this one. If we miss on what's left, you're going to pull an authentic helmet of an all-time great or a current-day star one way or another. But the Josh Allen Speed Flex is still alive. We got 7 boxes to go with the Josh Allen Speed Flex still out there. And if that's not enough, the Saquon Barkley full-size authentic also still available. So Josh Allen Speed Flex, Saquon Barkley authentic, 2 in 7 chance at the last 2 photoed headliners, but a Speed Flex is still out there. Ronnie said college single is moving. Let's take a look.
He got in there.
It's moving. I'll drop it in there for you, Mr. Insulaco. Would love to get a college single done. First box of that series, guys. Let's talk about the vault double. I know this has been getting pushed by Mr. Colvin. I think a lot of people are probably turned off by this series just because of the Edgerrin James and Ray Lewis being gone. But to be honest with you, like some of the biggest names in this series, I would argue the biggest names of this series are still out there. Barry Sanders, Peyton Manning, both on flexes. Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, both on camo authentics. I mean, those are probably the 4 biggest names in this series, and they're all still out there. We're also looking for Adrian Peterson, Marshall Faulk, Jerome Bettis, Joe Namath. So there's a ton of photoed headliners still in the vault right now. Not to mention all of the listed guys, Derek Brooks, Frank Gore, and Boomer Esiason. And then 3 vault keys, the $300, the $200, the 2 highest values are still alive, and the $50. So really, when you add it all up, it's a 12 and 21 chance at a photoed or listed headliner. Then throw in the 3 vault keys. It's a 15 and 21 chance. I mean, almost a 75% chance that we're either going to pull a headliner or a vault key in the very next box. So I definitely recommend the vault series. I know that the 2 custom flexes are gone, but the Barry Sanders is sick. The Manning is sick. There are still flexes out there, and they're bigger names, in my opinion, than Ray Lewis and Edgerrin James. But then Jerry Rice and Randy Moss, Joe Namath, Adrian Peterson. There's some big time names still out here in the Playmakers vault. Moving on down. Slab card single has a spot. Only $32, guys. 50% chance at an Eddie George slab card. The last photoed headliner still alive. Houston Oilers star Eddie George. The other one will be a filler hit, that and more section, but it will be slabbed and it will be autoed. So that is still definitely worth a play for just $32 for an autographed card, right? Talk about the jerseys real quick. $27 a spot here. Jerseys are down to 18 with 8 headliners. Nico Collins, Lawrence Taylor, Michael Irvin, Dick Butkus, Tyreek Hill, and then 3 listed headliners. We got Steve Largent, George Pickens, and Frank Gore. And last but certainly not least, the mini helmets. $50 is a double box break every time in the mini helmets. We have 15 boxes left, 7 headliners, so just about a 50% chance. We're still looking for Arguably 3 of the top 5 wide receivers in the game, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and Tyreek Hill. Maybe the best corner to ever play, Deion Sanders. The GOAT autograph in the game in Curtis Martin. And one of the best running backs in the NFL, Josh Jacobs. There's one listed headliner too. It's Michael Vick. Could be on an Eagle. Could be on a Falcon. So that is the top to bottom, guys. I'm going to go ahead and put in some of these breaks. I already put in the college single. I'll put in the diamond single as well. Might as well get a Chase wheel spin, right? That is where you got to go if you want to get that. Other than that, let's do the practice squad. We'll do the practice squad single, $50, brand new series, every single headliner available, 50% chance at a headliner right out the gate. It was all about the practice squad. It seems like we're taking a minute. The dust settled.
Yeah.
What are we going to get into next, right?
Yeah, let's get a diamond break done. It's the chase. You win the chase, and let's say you happen to win a Josh Allen speed flex that pays for itself.
Yeah, that's a great point.
That's pretty nice. No reason not to do the diamond double. I mean, the college, we haven't done a single break. It makes no sense.
It really doesn't make any sense.
It's a great series. It's got, I mean, a Barry Sanders Heisman flex, ridiculous. The Jordan Love flex is one I haven't seen before. Very sick. Saquon Barkley, Blake Corum. I know he's not, a Pro Bowl or anything yet, but
this helmet's amazing.
He's an amazing college player, won a national championship in Michigan.
Yeah.
Regardless of what he does in the pros, it's a sick, helmet to get.
Very sick helmet to get, especially if you're a Wolverines fan. No Wolverines fan. I know we got Wolverine fans out there, though.
Oh, plenty.
This is just a sick helmet regardless. Yeah. You're an Eagle fan, Penn State fan, or just a football fan.
Yeah, if you're just a Saquon Barkley fan, right? And I mean, if you want just a sick, authentic, the Steve Smith is clean.
Yeah, that thing is different. I don't think we've ever seen this helmet. At least I haven't.
Yeah, I think it's the second time now.
Look at that. That's a sick auto, too. I mean, all over this helmet. Senior right there. Very cool. And then, of course, the Jordan Love, as you mentioned. I love this on the back. J Love. Good looking helmet. Every time I say good looking like that, it makes me think of that Super Bowl commercial with Seal. Mm-hmm. He's like, good looking Seal. That commercial threw me for a loop, man. Threw me for a loop. Yeah, so we're like 6-7 to go in a bunch of different series. So I would do what Mr. Insalaco did, guys. Throw it in the chat. What do you guys want to see break next? Where do we want to go? Whether it's attacking a brand new series in the college or the practice squad, trying to finish up what we started in the diamonds, or anything else. Nuggets fired Coach Malone, GM Booth, and Stunner. They got both, so they fired the general manager too.
I mean, the GM definitely makes sense for me. I mean, you let Davius Caldwell-Pope, who, he's not some all-star or anything, but he worked great for them.
Yeah, very good role
defender
player.
And three-point shooter. Works good with Jokic. They let him walk. Bruce Brown walked. They haven't really drafted and developed anybody that, I mean, Christian Braun's the best that they've done over the last 4 or 5 years.
That's not very good. Not good.
Yeah.
Not good. Yeah, interesting. The rest of the way through, as you mentioned, I mean, playoffs are right around the corner, and it's heated up. The Warriors have been, very lights good. Out, since about February. It's starting to turn into a pretty decent race, I think, in the West. Between now the Nuggets, which it's a little concerning.
Yeah, Nuggets
with
is definitely
that.
Interesting.
But Lakers, Clippers, Warriors, Rockets are right there.
A fun young team.
Yeah, they are. Should be a fun postseason, I think, overall.
Yeah, it's weird with the West because you got some experienced teams, experienced veterans. You got Jokic, LeBron, Kawhi, Steph Curry right in the middle. But the top 2 seeds, you got the Young Bucks with SGA, everybody on the Rockets. It's going to be interesting.
It will be interesting. The East feels like the West is closer. The East kind of feels like
two-headed race.
Yeah, it's Cleveland and Boston. But
I still lean Boston. I'm like 70-30 on it.
To me, Cleveland kind of came out of nowhere, and maybe I'm just ignorant to what they've been building there, which I know, I think Mitchell's having a crazy good year.
It's all
but Mobley's good.
Yeah, it all depends on how Mobley and Garland play in the playoffs. The Celtics are kind of just in cruise mode.
They're a little raw.
Yeah. Like younger teams like the Cavs, like OKC, like Houston, they play hard every night. Not that, some of the veterans kind of do take off. I think we've tend to notice that in the NBA. The young teams, they play hard every single game. They play every game because they're young. Mm-hmm. So they usually get a higher seed.
62-16 is, that's really good.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's really, really good. And I don't know. I think at the end of the day, Boston's got that experience. I'm guessing they'll probably be the favorite going into it.
Just in a 7-game series, I still lean Boston in 6 or 7.
Yeah. me too. I would even
It would
maybe even
it
say
would
5 or
take all
6.
7 games for Cleveland to beat them.
I
just
think so. I hope. I mean, I don't think it'll happen, but I really like the Knicks too. I mean, they're 50-28. I don't think they really stand a chance necessarily.
Kind of the same old thing with the Tibbs teams. Just
Right.
raise the starters too much, get worn out, and by playoff time, who knows? Like, I mean, honestly, them versus Detroit's gonna be a fight.
Yeah, yeah.
Detroit's feisty.
They are feisty. They are feisty.
I'm also a big Cade Cunningham guy.
Are you?
Like Cade Cunningham. Liked him in college. Sadly went to Detroit, but now
I'm a Jaden Ivey guy.
yeah.
Who I don't.
I
really know.
want Devin Booker to get traded to the Pistons.
Ooh,
I think that would be a fun pair. Him and Cade, maybe the best backcourt in the NBA.
that'd be pretty sweet, actually.
Probably have to give up Jaden Ivey.
Now it's not sweet. Now I'm not interested. NHL playoffs shaping up. I mean, there's already teams that have clinched: the Maple Leafs, the Lightning, the Panthers in the Atlantic, and then the Capitals and Hurricane. Obviously, the Capitals with Alexander Ovechkin just passing Wayne Gretzky, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool moment for him. It's been kind of cool to watch all of the things with Alexander Ovechkin this year, like
Very
guys
cool.
staying and shaking hands with him, and Ovi calling his own team out to come shake hands, which is pretty cool for Marc-Andre Fleury not too long ago. Yeah, I don't know. Hockey's been fun to watch a little bit recently. The wild card race is still on, though, with right now Ottawa and Montreal taking it, but Detroit's right there, New York's right there. Central, though, it's the Jets, the Stars, the Avalanche, the Knights, and Kings already clinching. The Blues, Wild, Oilers, Flames, Canucks. I mean, it's a little bit of a race going on there. Blackhawks near the bottom.
Well,
They're not the worst team, though.
it is what it is.
It's the same two. It's just the Sharks and the Blackhawks trying to get better. I feel like the Hornets right now.
The Hornets, I want to get Cooper Flag.
Do you think he's going to stay another year?
No.
You don't
He's
think so?
gone. He's gone. I mean, the Sixers might get Cooper Flag, which would be wild. Right now, I think they'll have the 5th best odds.
That would be wild. I don't want him to go to Philly.
Because what is it? Utah's going to have the best as of right now. Then it will be the Wizards, Charlotte, the Pelicans, and then it's the Sixers at 5.
My God. If that happens.
That would be wild. They'll probably trade Paul George in the offseason. That's kind of the rumors. But Cooper Flag and Maxey, I don't even care about Embiid anymore. Cooper Flag and Maxey's kind of nice.
Yeah, Maxey's a dog.
He is.
Embiid,
Give him a guy that's going to play hard every night.
yeah, Embiid just, it's not out there. It's like the Sixers just make me mad.
If they're going to get a top 3 pick, I would trade Embiid and Paul George. Because then your future is Maxey in that pick.
Yeah,
Trade them both.
agreed. Any love for the college single? That series is fire. He's right, bro. It is.
Ronnie knows. Ronnie's been here for a long time.
I'll even
Ronnie
do
knows.
this. If we can get this done before the end of the show, we'll throw it on to the chase. And right now it's like, that might be it. You know what I mean? It's just anything in the college. So we'll throw it on to the chase too. Just to try to get a little extra motivation to maybe get that first one done. Alex said it earlier, and it's the truth. It's a little surprising that it's just sitting there the way it has been. Because again, this is brand new. I mean, everything on this list, every photoed headliner you see is still out there. Barry Sanders, Saquon, Jordan Love, Josh Allen, Joe Montana, Steve Smith, who we hardly ever see in college series like this, Tim Brown, Ladd McConkey, that Blake Corum is insane. I mean, it is all authentics, all speed flexes on this photoed headliner section. There will be some replica helmets in this series, especially in that and more section. Could be one of these guys too, Ricky Williams, Warren Sapp, Marcus Allen. But there are some full-size authentics chilling in there as well. And again, for those that don't know how the break works, you do get a spot. So these are all of the college teams that are represented in here. So again, even if you're like if you're a Texas fan and you don't see a Texas player that's out there, even though I know there is one right there, but just pretend you don't see it.
Correct. Jeff August said he's retired like you now.
I'll log in and Jeff is sitting there with another win.
He actually hasn't today, has he?
Yeah, he won one thing. He got the Jack Ham jersey.
Oh, that's it. That's the only thing, Craig.
Craig, do you have Ladd McConkey yet? Little Georgia authentic there for Ladd McConkey. Be a good one to play there with the college series. Again, college, any of the colleges. If we do the single, double, or quad, we'll throw it in there. Jeff, if you get any commanders you don't want, let me know and we can talk off stream. So there you go. Jeff is not close to retirement.
He said according to his financial advisor he is, and that is himself.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, close out that vault double. Vault, I'm telling you right now, I really think it's just the scare of like, oh, Edgerrin James and Ray Lewis aren't there. You know what I mean? They're just like,
Craig doesn't play as much like he used to, Ronnie.
That's true. I hope you're right, though. Barry Sanders, Peyton Manning, speed flexes. I mean, you're talking about arguably the best running back of all time and one of, if not the best quarterback of all time. I know a lot of people have Peyton Manning as the best quarterback of all time. Me, I think I have him third. But regardless, he's right up there. I think he's in everybody's top 4, surely. Easily top 5. If you have
easily
Peyton
top
Manning
5.
outside the top 5, I'm not sure what you're doing with your list.
Yeah,
but
I'm not really. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on there. I mean, maybe the smartest quarterback ever to play. Maybe the best quarterback prospect ever to come out of college. I know it's like Andrew Luck, but before that, it's Peyton Manning.
Yeah. Peyton Manning's a star. I mean, an absolute stud. And arguably the best season of his career, played with the Denver Broncos. And Hall of Fame 21 inscription right there with that beautiful visor on a speed flex. Barry Sanders, I mean, second to none when you want to talk about a smart running back. This guy's not just educated with his mind, his feet as well, and just being able to put together elusive moves, cut moves, and seeing the field and where people are going to go even before it happens. I mean, that's what he would do as one of the best, if not the best running back of all time with Barry. Adrian Peterson, maybe the best running back I've ever seen, is still out there. I think 1 and 2 all time when it comes to wide receivers. Jerry Rice and Randy Moss are both still in this series. Joe Namath, Jerome Bettis, Marshall Faulk. I mean, they're all right there, man. All right there. Full-size authentics and flexes. Top 2 vault keys, $300 and $200, both still out there. And every single listed headliner, Derek Brooks, Frank Gore, and Boomer Esiason, guys.
Zach, is that in order? Because, I mean, you and Colin are like dead on.
It's wildly close. Yeah. it's actually almost exactly the same.
Biggest Breeze guys I know.
Yeah.
In order
too. Yeah. I don't think I have Mahomes quite. I think I have Mahomes 6.
That's fair.
I've got Rodgers 5. That's the only difference right now.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. That's like, I don't think I've ever seen somebody that has almost the exact same list I have. But yeah, Brady, Breeze, Manning, Montana. That's my top 4
Kind of just
in order.
Depends on how I'm feeling. I like to go Brady, Mahomes, just because I'm just assuming by the time Mahomes retires, he's going to be 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But I go Brady, Mahomes, then I go Manning, and then like I go back and forth with Rodgers and Breeze.
Well, I at least respect that you put them up there because some people don't. Some people don't have Breeze in their top 10, which I think is just so disrespectful. But 3 rings to 1, that is true. And that's why I think he's going to pass him at some point. I just think, I'm just like, the thing Rodgers could do with a football is just unbelievable.
Yeah, prime Aaron Rodgers and like taking care of the ball too. You look at all of his playoff losses, and it's like sucks because like I'm a Bears fan talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
The other team scored so many points.
Yeah.
Like he's got to have the most losses where he scored over 24 points or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Prime Aaron Rodgers is probably like, if not the best quarterback I've ever seen, he's like right up there.
When we talk about too, like,
and Mahomes is up there too. I'm not trying to sell him short.
No, but like that Manning played with Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Like Rodgers played with some good receivers. But like Jordy Nelson was not drafted in the first round. He never had one wide receiver drafted in the first round.
Well, and even those guys, all due respect, but like if Jordy Nelson doesn't play for the Packers, let's just say he plays for the Jets. Does Jordy Nelson have as good of a career as he had if Aaron Rodgers wasn't throwing him the ball that whole time? Even Devontae Adams. I mean, Devontae Adams did okay.
He's a 2nd round pick.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a terrible rookie year.
Yeah. He was
really
dropping
good.
passes left and right.
Yeah.
I think Stafford is ahead of Rodgers.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. See, now he's lost me.
Yep.
Probably
I
out
think
of both.
Stafford is kind of underrated together, but I'm not going to go there.
I don't think Stafford's in my top 10, if I'm being completely honest. He's very good.
Stafford or Rivers?
Really close.
I go Stafford for that.
I probably also go Stafford, but not by much. Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan, for guys that never won a championship, they're probably top 15.
Stafford or Big Ben?
Big Ben.
Ooh.
Give me the rings.
I might lean Stafford.
All right.
He did get, I know Big Ben's got one more ring, but the first one, it was all defense.
It was a lot of defense. I probably have Roethlisberger as like 10.
I like
He's
Stafford.
like probably 10th on my list. Favre's probably closer to like
they're about equal.
8.
Yeah, Favre's slightly ahead of all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
The fourth quarter comebacks, to me, is a little bit of an overrated stat because, like, that's just because he was down.
Yeah,
I think it's cool, but I don't base it like one quarterback versus the other. Like this one's got more than the other.
I think Matthew Stafford's a little criminally underrated too, to be honest with you.
He is.
But so Big Ben and Matthew's not done yet. Let's see. Big Ben played 249 games, 64,088 yards, 418 touchdowns, 211 picks. Stafford's played 222 games, 59,809 yards, 377 touchdowns, and 188 picks. So their numbers are actually like
Pretty
stunningly
close.
similar.
Pretty
Yeah.
close.
Like if you give Matthew Stafford the games, they're like really close.
He just got buried away in Detroit for a long time.
That's a problem. Yeah. And that's why it's hard. Obviously, you know, I think the acolytes that Roethlisberger has, he's got 4 more Pro Bowls. He's got a Super Bowl championship. He won Rookie of the Year. I'd put him a little bit ahead personally,
That's
but
fair.
I can see it
I think
either
they're
way.
neck and neck.
Yeah. And it's one of those things, and I hate playing the hypothetical game. I say this all the time, but, you know, it's like if Stafford was on the Steelers, he probably has more rings, right? And it's like if you put Brady on the Jaguars, he probably doesn't have as many rings.
Yeah.
But it's like that's not how history worked out. You can only use with what you have. Always been a Big Ben fan. Yeah, dude. Big Ben's legit. Dude is legit. And a guy we get in the break room pretty consistently. One that maybe after we close the diamonds, for example, maybe he could be a headliner there. Where, again, we have 7 boxes to go with a Josh Allen speed flex and a Saquon Barkley authentic. Yeah, I don't know, man. Quarterbacks are hard because I know I'm always arguing with people about quarterbacks, but especially I would say people that are an older generation want to throw guys in there like Johnny Unitas and
More like a
and
Troy,
Bart
Troy,
Starr.
Troy Aikman.
Even that, yeah. But it's like Johnny Unitas he's a great quarterback for his time, but like I know it's a different game. They played less game, but it's like it's not even close. It's not even remotely close. You know what I mean?
It's one of those, just because they set the stage and built the foundation doesn't mean that they just are better.
Yeah. Like I don't think I could have Johnny Unitas in my top 10 quarterbacks. I understand. Well, like you're saying, he was like one of the first great quarterbacks.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he's still a top 10 quarterback of all time, in my opinion.
The game evolves.
Johnny was way ahead of his time, and I'm not disagreeing with that. But and the game has evolved. He played in a game where it was very much running quarterbacks, or not running quarterbacks, a running game, less games. Like the passing game is way different.
Yeah, I agree, Zach. You can go based on decade or maybe even like the last like 20 years.
Yeah,
Some
right.
people do last we saw Brady last like 20 years.
You
Maybe
could-
go like 2 decades even.
You could probably go even farther. I think you could even say like 30 years. Like I think the quarterbacks of the 90s can probably be compared to the quarterbacks of like the 2020s.
I still don't even think they can. I think the game is still just so different. Like even look at like Elway is an all-time great. Look at his numbers. It's really not that impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in the top 10 for me.
Yeah.
Elway,
That's what I'm saying,
Marino.
though.
Yeah. Congrats on the marriage, Colin. I think my invite got lost in the mail. Not married, as you can probably tell. Not there yet.
It's gonna come with your Camaro flex.
The wedding invitation.
Yeah, it's gonna be lodged in there.
I would actually be honored if Ronnie and Sulaco was at my wedding. That'd be very fun. Guys, we're still sitting pretty open here at 6, 7, 8 to go on some stuff. I'm probably thinking maybe like 145 even if we're not closed on anything. Might have to call it a show. There's plenty to do, man. Plenty to do. I got one of the guys I was arguing with. He said Marino's in the top 10 for sure. Said you cannot be in the top 10 without a ring. And I was like, so it doesn't even matter that he's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Like he didn't win a ring. So
Yeah.
like if Tom Brady was first all time in yards and touchdowns and had all the stats he had, but you take away his rings, he's not even.
For me, basketball is the only sport you can kind of do that with because you dictate way more as a single individual in a sport compared to like if you just do only individuals.
Well,
in
yeah,
a team sport.
I hit him with the obvious, like, okay, so where does Trent Dilfer and Nick Foles and Joe Flacco,
Yeah.
like, where do those guys rank on your list? Because it'd have to be pretty high,
what
right?
you gotta do.
They've got a ring.
But even
And
then,
rings aren't everything in basketball either, because obviously you got guys like Robert Ory who's got a ton of rings, but it's like,
Well, I'm saying,
but
like,
you
if
can tell
have,
the
if
difference.
you have none compared to
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
it means a lot more.
No, I agree 100%.
But even then, I think now over the last 5 to 10 years, you can't do it on your own like you could before. I don't think
you need a lot of depth.
I don't think a single individual can carry a team even like how Allen Iverson did now, because I think the NBA is too deep now.
Who's it? Who do you think who's the best basketball player to never win a ring?
Elgin Baylor,
Ooh. Okay, let's see what the internet thinks.
Charles Barkley, Karl Malone. Those two definitely come to mind.
I think those both have to be up there. Look at that. First two in the
Malone,
AI,
Barkley.
Karl Malone and Charles Barkley.
And you got Stockton.
Dang, dude, you're all over it. Charles Barkley, Elgin Baylor, Karl Malone,
Chris
Chris
Paul.
Paul, Allen Iverson, Patrick Ewing, John
I mean,
Stockton.
pretty soon it'll be Dame, Westbrook.
Yeah, they got
Harden.
Westbrook on here.
Harden for sure is another one.
The honorable mentions here: James Harden, Steve Nash, Dominique Wilkins, Carmelo Anthony,
Yep.
Reggie Miller, Pete Maravich. Shout out George Gervin.
Iceman Gervin. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, Marino's in my top 10. He's probably like
So like Marino or Big Ben?
Marino. He's probably like 7th.
See, it's weird because like it's Marino or Elway.
I think Marino, but
Because even though Elway has the 2 rings, he won it at the end where he didn't
Yeah.
really do that much.
I'm really my
Like I want to still
where
pick
I'm
Marino.
thinking right now is Marino or Favre, and I'd
That's a
probably
good one. Still lean
it's tough.
Favre,
I'd probably
maybe?
go Favre, but it's
Wouldn't
close.
be mad if someone said Marino.
I think. I mean, now we've got. So for me, unofficially, I think I've got Brady, I've got Breeze, I've got Manning, Montana, Rodgers, Mahomes, Favre, Marino, Elway, Roethlisberger. That's probably my top 10.
Pretty good.
That's not a bad top 10.
I think eventually Josh Allen will be in there.
I'm probably forgetting somebody too. Like somebody's gonna be like,
happens.
"What about this guy?" And be like, "Crud, dang it, that
Eli
guy,
Manning.
that guy probably belongs up there." You're right. Steve Nash was a menace to society for a long time in the NBA. One of my favorite players of all time, other than Steph Curry. Steph Curry and Steve Nash, my 2 favorite players.
Nash was awesome to watch.
So good.
Jason Kidd as well.
Jason
in
Kidd
that-
was
in
a
that
lot of
little
fun.
era.
Yeah, that whole era of basketball. You're right. That Kobe era. A lot of, at least NBA 2K calls it the Kobe era, but
Kobe era.
it was a lot of
It's an
big
interesting
stars.
era. It kind of reminds me of now,
Mm-hmm.
like that little in between of, LeBron and Jordan. That little gap. It's Tim Duncan. It's Shaq. It's Kobe. Dirk a little bit. Steve Nash. Jason Kidd.
You have like a lot of
Tracy McGrady a little bit.
I don't know. It's weird because like the Spurs were just a super team, even though they didn't have anybody that was like, no flashiness, I guess. You know, like you don't have a Luka
flashy,
Doncic
but they
or
were great.
yeah, but like just good team basketball with some really, really solid players.
I mean, they were kind of the Celtics in a way of like the 80s with a lot of really good players.
Mhm.
But I mean, Duncan and Bird's like the difference, I guess.
Did you see Peyton Pritchard and Derek White average or like combined for 80 something points or something the other night? And they were like showing the combos that they were next to. It was like Shaq and Kobe, Jordan and Pippen, and then it's just Derek White and Peyton Pritchard. And
Well,
you're
the-
like, what?
the NBA talk and the football quarterback talk got John Poole going. He's got a whole diamond to himself.
All right, John. And he's got a whole wheel spin to himself. Let's go,
Yeah.
man. Looks like Nuggets are getting a new coach. Malone got fired. He sure did. All right, John Poole. Diamond number 1, brother. Shoot your shot.
I think that's the last single, right?
And it's a good time to do it with the Josh Allen flex still out there. As it is the last single because it'd be a quad and a double. At the very least, it's going to be a double. I don't really.
I think I'm gonna wait to see what he gets.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Because nobody's in that quad.
Yeah. I
Worst
wouldn't-
case, I could post a single and a triple. Maybe I'll just do that anyways.
I was about to say I would just do that anyway because I'm kind of thinking, hey, we're going to go on a chase eventually, but we're kind of getting close to that.
It'll be easier to close a single and a triple than just a solo quad. He wants 24.
I'm just going to make this all 2-5 because that's what I wrote down.
Oh, okay. That works.
24. Looking for Saquon, but probably looking for Josh Allen to be more specific, right? I don't see 24 either on the ticker, actually. So looks like we have 6, 7, 8, 10, 17, 20, and 26. That's what I've got here. So let me know, John, 6, 7, 8, 10, 17, 20, or 26. They're scrolling right over there now. Just starting on the top row. 6, 7, 8, 10, 17, 20, 26. And guys, I would say let's keep it going. Yeah, we don't have 24. So for Brothers Keeper, I know Dustin's new. The numbers are scrolling on the bottom of the screen. So whatever series you're in, those numbers next to it correlate. So we're looking at the diamonds right now, this one right here. And then those are the box numbers they have. So 6, 7, 8, 10, 17, 20, 26. John wants 26, by the way. Thank you, man. So practice squad, for example, the one I think you're in has 1 through 30. So any number 1 through 30 would work. Vault has these numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth. All right, well, no need to randomize. We're just going to go right in it. Box 26. Hit me with a guy I don't know.
Don't have it.
No. Is it Josh Allen? That's the question. Is it Saquon Barkley? 2 and 7 chance at one of the last 2 headliners here. We've got a full-size authentic. No We have a speed flex
Oh my
taking
God.
the shot, and it's paying off here in the single. We have the MVP of the year this year, Josh Allen with the black visor. Beautiful speed flex, and the shot has paid off for John Poole. Buys out the entire single. He's going to get some money back because of the chase wheel spin.
Yep.
But it doesn't even matter because he's walking away with Josh Allen. It's just that easy.
Big time players make big time plays in big time games.
Just like
Boom.
that. Boom. Boom,
John Poole.
indeed. He said, OMG. Just like that, the hit of the show.
Yeah.
He said, yes, that's what I wanted. Baby, you got it.
I bet you did.
You got it, man. Literally just like that, the hit of the show. That's crazy, bro. Congratulations. I didn't write up Jeff on this one. I got so excited about Jack Ham. Wow. Wowzers.
Wowzers indeed.
Wowzers.
He's gonna get some money back. That's even worth it just for a whole single to yourself alone and more.
Right?
Have a day.
Great score, right? Josh Allen, speed flex, man. I mean,
It's that easy. If you're confident enough and be like, I really think it's in this box, shoot your shot, man.
yeah, Josh Allen's a guy. I mean, you were kind of mentioning it at some point. I mean, if he can just really overcome the obstacle that is beating Patrick Mahomes in the postseason, and even if Patrick Mahomes, if he doesn't have to beat him, just going far in the postseason. But this guy's already had in a very short career 4,000-yard passing seasons, and then that's only passing. What he adds with his legs, I mean, he is one of the best players in the NFL, I think, pretty much hands down. 3 times Pro Bowler already, 2024 MVP, 76-34 record with 26,434 passing yards and 195 touchdowns for Josh Allen. But again, you throw in the rushing yards.
Oh, yeah. How dangerous of a runner he is. I mean, if he does get that ring, he'll be top 10 all time, I think, in my opinion.
He's got 4,142 rushing yards and 65 rushing touchdowns on top of all the passing numbers.
So good.
Yeah, I mean, he's incredible. 531 yards and 12 touchdowns last year, 524 and 15 the year before. Rocked back-to-back yards, over 700-yard seasons in 2021 and 2022. So, yeah, I mean, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, right?
It's such a different style of running, too, for the running quarterback that he is. It's not a Lamar, a Michael Vick, even a Justin Fields. He's like a bulldozer.
He is. He is. And he's fast, man.
Yeah.
He's fun to watch. Joshua Patrick Allen. I mean, it's him, Lamar, and Patrick Mahomes. I think that's
Is
the
his
big
middle
three
name
at
actually
quarterback.
Patrick?
It is.
That's a shame
Why is that a shame?
because he always loses to Patrick.
I didn't even think about that. That is a shame. I'd change it if I was him.
I would, too.
That's the only. I mean, that's the great thing that's keeping Josh Allen out, right? Is just his postseason unsuccess, I guess.
But, I mean, that was Peyton Manning for so long. That's John Elway almost his whole entire career. It's not easy to win a ring.
It's not easy to win a ring. Not easy to win a ring at all. All right. Well, I think we're just going to go ahead and give John a wheel spin here.
Sure.
So, John, if you're still with
We
us.
don't even have to do anything.
Nope.
What do you want?
Yeah, what do you want? Let us know on a number to start with. Looks like 87 in the 9 a.m. show. Let me know on a number 1 to 100. Otherwise, we'll start you on 1. So you're going to get some money back on top of this, Josh Allen. That ain't so bad, Mr. Poole. That is not so bad. And after this, guys, we'll probably look to close the show. But, man, I mean, we have a brand new college series. We have a brand new practice squad series, both untouched, ready to go. Still a lot of things left in the vault, a lot of things left in the minis and jerseys. Still got a Saquon left in the last 6 in the diamonds. 200, unfortunately, is not on the wheel. It is 1 to 100. So any number 1 to 100 will work, Mr. Poole. He's like, you can just give me 200, though. That's fine.
Yeah. Already on top of the Josh Allen.
Yeah, this isn't a call how much money you would like.
Yeah.
It's just what we're going to start on. So 1 to 100, please. Oh, I like it. Start big, finish big, right? 100.
Okay.
He's like, I am calling the number I want. Here we go. Starting on 100. Start big, finish meh. 41.
Okay.
It's meh.
You got Josh Allen.
You got Josh Allen and you got $41 back.
Yeah.
That should be in your whatever account you use to sign up, whatever email it is, my man. You should be able to see that. Check your spam too if it's not there, but you just get a code and then you can apply that to any break you want. But $41 heading your way. Alex probably already has that sent.
Yep.
What about the single slab? We'll quickly go over that, man. We're 6 to go, $32 a spot. Eddie George slab card auto is still out there. Plus one other autographed slab card as well that's in the filler hit section. So 50% chance though with the last photoed headliner, that one being Eddie George.
Yes, it'll just carry over to the next show. You don't lose your spot, none of that stuff. As soon as the break sells out, we do it. Right now, we'll probably hop off. We'll be back on at 3. If it sells out at 3, you'll be in there.
Yep, exactly that. Alex has nailed it. So, yeah, every single spot you guys have that didn't fill in this show, any of the series, it does just carry over to the show at 3 p.m. Central Time. Alex and I will be right back here in just a little bit over an hour to do it. We're live 4 times a day, guys, every single day of the week and weekend.
You'll be here
9 a.m., 12 p.m., 3 p.m., and 6 p.m. That's right. Alex won't be here. It'll be Steven Ryan here. Ugh.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing.
Steven.
No, it'll be good. But yeah, we'll be right back here. At least I will, and then I'll be here with Steven to rip whatever we didn't do. And again, it should be good. I mean, practice squad and college. I'm shocked we've gone 2 shows and we haven't done a single college, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, no problem, bro. Hope to see you at 3 p.m. So, guys, thanks so much. Good show. Glad we finished off that practice squad. Got a brand new one in the room. Great snipe at the very end of the show here by Mr. Poole on getting Josh Allen. That's huge. But brand new college, brand new practice squad. Let's go have fun with that at 3 p.m. and carry over that momentum for the 6 p.m. show as well. Anyway, guys, we are going to hop off. We'll be right back here in just over an hour to keep all the momentum going. Until then, enjoy the short break. We'll be right back real quick. I'm still in another break other than slab. Same thing. It just carries over, bro. So any of these breaks, whether you're in it or not. Oh, my gosh, of course. I hit the wrong button. Hold on. Any of these breaks. So, I mean, who's ever in this one, this is just going to say, so all it's going to look like is, let's just do this as an example. Live break number 1, single box break. Instead of 12 p.m., it'll say 3 p.m. And then it'll still say 6. And then same with here. Live break number 1, instead of 12 p.m., it'll say 6 or 3. So you'll be good to go. All of the spots carry over. Sounds good, man. Everybody, enjoy.